Hi there. This is a video for Geogebra Assignment 6. So the first thing we want to do is go into geogebra.org/geometry. So either you can just type it in or you can go into the link in Google Classroom. So first things first, let's go over here to show axes, and then let's go to show grid and the major grid lines, okay? And what we're going to do today is we're going to create a couple lines here, all right? So I'm going to create, my first line is going to be line AB. So I'm going to, when you do a line, you can select 2 points or positions. So I'm going to select the point -4, 1, this point right here. And then I can choose any other point I want, but I'm going to choose the point 4, 3. Okay, and that's line AB. Okay, I'm going to create another line, which is line CD. So I'm going to go to point -4, -3. And then I'm going to go to the point 4, -1 and plot that point, okay? So I've got these 2 points, all right, or these 2 lines. And so when you see 2 lines, one of the things that we can do and we've learned about is calculating the slope between 2 points, okay? So in points going from A to B, okay, your rise over your run is going to be up 2 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so my slope is going to be 2 over 8, which is the same thing as 1/4, which is the same thing as 0.25. So let's do this. All right, let's go into more, and let's go into, let's click more again. Okay, that gives us all the options that we can utilize using geometry. And once I click more twice, okay, I am prompted to be able to measure the slope of my line. So if I click on this, then I can simply just come in here and click on this, and it just measures the slope. But wait a minute. This says that my slope is 0.3. Well, let me go down here. Let me click on this guy. And this one says the same thing. Now, it says the slopes are the same, but and we know that because they're going to be parallel lines. Okay, slopes are the same when you have parallel lines, but this shouldn't be 0.3. Okay, if I go up 1 over 4, up 1 over 4, or up 2 over 8, 2 divided by 8 or 1 divided by 4 is 0.25. So what's going on here? Why is this 0.3? All right, so let's go into settings here real quick. All right, so click on this button. Okay, and let's go down to settings again. Okay, and still we're in this thing here where we talk about basic, x-axis, y-axis grid. Let's continue to go into and click this settings button one more time. And what I see here is that the rounding, okay, is set to 1 decimal place. Okay, so let's change this to 3. Okay, and all of a sudden, when I change that to 3 decimal places, all right, this changes to 0.25, okay? And GeoGebra doesn't do, I can't figure out how to do fractions for slopes, but it does give us the numerical value, which is fine, okay? So there's that, all right? I have these 2 lines. They have the same slope. Therefore, these 2 lines are parallel. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and I need to go back up to my line function. We're going to make another line. And I'm going to plot my first point at -2, 6. So -2 up 6. All right, that's going to be point E. And then I'm going to plot the point 4, -4. Okay, and that's going to be point F. Okay, and let's calculate the slope on this one too. So I'm going to click my slope button and make sure I click, just on the line, and it will calculate the slope for you. And so our slope is -1.667. Okay, and so you can come up with the fraction. I think this is down 10 over 6. So really, this is a slope of -5/3. Okay, so but this just gives you the numeric value here. All right. So all right, so we've got these 3 lines. Okay, 2 lines are parallel, and then you have this line here that intersects your parallel lines EF. We call this line the transversal. Okay, a transversal is any line that intersects 2 other lines. Okay, now when we intersect two lines, okay, I'm going to click on the point button. And once we intersect two lines, we have these two new points that are created, okay? Points G and H, okay? And so at this point, all right, what we've done is we've got two lines, two lines that are intersected by one line. These two lines are parallel. And when they form an intersection, we can create those points G and H, okay? Now, the next thing that I want to do, and what I'm really concerned with, is figuring out what the angle measures are that are created here, okay? So let's do this. Let's go back into measure, okay? And we're going to create an angle. All right, so select 3 points or 2 lines. What I want to do is I want to find this angle measure here. So how many degrees when these two lines intersect, what's created. So if I click on one line and then the other, okay, I get a measure that this is a 73.072 degree angle, okay? So that's what I've got, all right? That's my angle measure here. All right, so at this point, okay, you can be done, all right? This is level 2, all right, if you want to be done at this point, that is totally fine. So let's come in here and let's make our first text box. Okay, so our first text box is going to be this. Let's make sure we put our name. In this case, I would put Joe Police. You're going to put the date, which if I were doing this, this is the, oh gosh, what is today? The 11th. So 5-11-2020. Okay, and then this is assignment 6. Okay, so assignment 6. Okay, and if all you're doing is level 2, just see drawing. All right, and this is your level 2 question. So you can stop at this point if you've done that, and you can save your drawing and submit your link like you've been doing. Okay, but that's your level 2. Okay, let's make another text box for your second question. So your second prompt would be, I'm going to come over here and copy and paste. Okay, and so what this says, it says list all angle measures that are formed in the picture. Okay, you have 8 total angle measures. So what you would start with is you would say angle, and if I'm calling this angle down here, I use my 3 letters. I do F, H, D. H is always the middle one. Okay, it's the point, whatever this point is what is the point at which these two lines intersect. So FHD, all right, so FHD is equal to 73.072 degrees, okay? And that's all you would write, all right? But then I got to do all the other ones, okay? So I would then measure this angle here, FHC, so FHC, and what I would want to do, and I'm going to click OK just to have it there, but let's go ahead and just measure this angle. Here we go, go up to measure. So if you're trying to figure this out, you just measure those angles. What is going on? Okay, so I'm going to click this line and this line. That's weird. All right, so on this one, when I try to measure that angle, it doesn't really work out the way I want it to. So let me measure this again. And I'm going to select 3 points. So I'm going to do F, H, C, and that's going to give me the angle measure that I'm looking for. All right, and I'm going to go up to move. All right, so, and that's going to be 106.928. All right, so at this point, make sure we're on move. All right, and so FHC, I want to click on this guy. All right, and that's going to be 106.928. All right, so not only do I want you to continue listing all of the angles, because you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I would find them on your. I would find them on your. Let me move these around. I would find them on your drawing, okay, first, and then just list them out over here, okay? And that's what I want you to do for your first level 3 question, okay? The next one, okay, is you're answering the question. Let me do another text box. All right, so text box, let me do this up here. And so what is the relationship between angles FHD and AGH? Okay, so this is your third question. All right, and so we have already found FHD, but you need to go through and find angles AGH. Okay, and let's change this to AGE, not AGH. Let's do AGE. Okay, and so let's do that. Okay, and then and you can put this text box really wherever you want, and it doesn't matter to me as long as they're all labeled. Okay, I'm gonna go down here and put a text box for question 4. Let me go and highlight it and come back in here. All right, so text. All right, so here's another text box. Question 4 says, what is the relationship between AEG and EGB? Okay, and so the answer to that question would go down here. So AEG, I'm sorry, AGE, sorry, AGE and EGB. Okay, not AEG. So AGE, okay, this angle here, and angle EGB. Okay, what is the relationship between those two angles? Okay, and then the last question that you have is your level 4 questions. So, all right, and so describe how you could find, so the question is, describe how you could find all of the angle measures in this figure without measuring those angles in GeoGebra. Okay, so describe how you could find all of the angles in this figure given one angle and without measuring those angles in GeoGebra. Okay, is what I would want you to do. And how would you answer that question? Okay, so that's your level 4. All right, so that's what you got when you're done. Okay, click on the share button. And we'd want to save this. Let's go ahead and save this as assignment 6. Okay, click save. Make sure you're on shared and not private. Click save. And then, from there, it will prompt you to share your link. Make sure you copy your link. Okay, and let's just double check. That didn't seem to be copied correctly. So copy. Okay. And then you would go and type that into Google Classroom. So that's all I got for this assignment. Hope you guys are doing well. Please log on to office hours, and we'll talk soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.